morning here in Canterbury, Thailand. So we're going to check on our garden. So first we'll go here to our onion chives. I think they started growing. So they've been here for like 2 weeks, 14, 15 days, around that. Okay, and so look at that. Oh, there's one bulb here that rot already. What about here? It's all surviving. Five, 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 five. This one here. One is dead. And here seems like this one is also struggling, but not. That one is also dead. So we have to replace these bulbs here that rot. I think, yeah, the whole plant is affected. Wow, and it's stinky. Okay, let's go here. So this morning I'm thinking of pushing the soil going up to make sure that the shade part will be covered with soil and we can somehow have a guarantee that these branches will will okay. Yeah, this type of worm, actually it's a caterpillar, we have to like remove them because they're going to eat the plant and the leaves. Look at that. And if you fail to monitor your lemon tree, then it will be a great problem. So in order to maintain the quality of our lemon cedar tree here, then we have to like monitor the condition. So I think here it's okay. Yeah, we're cutting those branches that are dead already so that the new branches, new shoots will come out. This one looks okay. We are layered around 10 branches and I discovered one branch, that one, where the shade part, where the spot where I removed the bark in order to create a portion where we can place the soil, and then that spot will trigger for the new sets of roots to come out. But what happened, the soil was pulled down and there was this crack a little bit there, but I don't know if we can still help that branch survive. I don't know how long that uh, gap was existing, so hoping that it was just yesterday or a few hours yesterday. But I think the other branches they look good, but to make sure then we have to like check each of these, because the first batch we had there were 2 mortalities out of 8 branches we are layered, so there were surviving 6 surviving Limoncito tree, and these are the surviving Limoncito tree. Now they're already separated into these permanent large pot. You can see there's already fruit in there. We just transferred this one here like more than a month ago. You can see the soil and the fruits right there. Yeah, look at that. And here, so this type of caterpillar or butterfly, we have to remove them because they're eating the leaves. Look at that. And these branches were layered from this main tree there. So we're going to go to the other location where we're going to check the other layered branches that we plant permanently here. So you can see we have this healthy fruit right here. We need to check for the caterpillar. There might be caterpillar feasting here. Oh yeah, exactly, we have one. You can see that. And this has eaten a portion of the leaf already. Okay, now let's move along. Here, together with the pepper, but I don't know what happened. Our pepper needs more fertilizer, which is rich in phosphorus. That is responsible for the flowers twigs to hold, not to pluck off. But then we don't have that kind of fertilizer. We're producing organic fertilizer here, and to produce phosphorus rich fertilizer you should ferment molasses and blood and bones or fish, but we don't have that. So, and if you'd like to look at there, a lot of new branches coming out from this plant, and we have also a tiny fruit right there. Actually there were a few fruits here the time that I transferred, but then there was this shock from the time that I cut and removed this to the mother plant. So all those flowers and tiny fruits there were plucked off and removed during the transition process. Now the plant started to adapt this new environment, and this will be the permanent environment and location for this particular limoncito tree. Then it started growing and producing new shoots. That means it's a sign of a real good life for the um, limoncito tree. Here we still have, how many fruits do we have? We have four big ones and one tiny one here. I don't know if this tiny one will survive. Maybe not. But I'm really happy looking at the good sign. There's a tiny branch coming out with flowers in it. So that means this is surviving and growing. So we don't have to worry with that. But I think this jute plants is also a competitor, sucking a lot of nutrients from the pot itself, because the base trunk of these jute plants is from the bottom of the pot. So most of the nutrients that I put in here had been divided between the limoncito tree and these jute plants. But I cannot remove it today because a lot of healthy fruit that we need to let it like mature and dry so that we can harvest and we can keep it, and then it's good for another season that we can spread all the seeds around this house, as this plant is very beneficial, nutritious. It's superfood, like, to be exact, and in shortcut explanation. So we have the onion chives here. I've shown you the um, limoncito trees, and now we're here checking on our newly planted. It's been sitting here for like 15 days already, and the first time we planted these slips here, sweet potato slips, they're totally removed. The leaves were totally removed, and they were like twigs. But now they're producing new branches, and they're about to crawl. Actually, this one starts crawling now. So we need to start building a trellis here, and then we're going to clean this area as well. Yeah, but I need a pot that we can store all the, I think this basin is good. We can store and put all our unwanted weeds. We're going to remove from these pots here. So as much as possible, we have to maintain the soil moisture, and besides that, we have like small amount of rainfall last night and early this morning, but I'm still thinking to add more water, so we're going to water our plants this morning, like few minutes from removing these unwanted weeds, because it will be a real competition for the sweet potato, and we cannot allow that. So as much as possible, we have to remove these invasive vegetation that is very detrimental to the growth of our sweet potatoes. And this variety, as I mentioned that one many times every live stream, that this can produce tubers in just 2 months long since the time of planting. And on top of that, it's non-stop of producing us sweet potato tops, sweet potato slips that we use for salad, stew, stir fry, and other menus. And we even use them for fertilizer, by the way. So right now we're going to go to the faucet and we'll open the line so that we can start watering our plants. So it's getting hot in here. It's like 15-20 past 10, I guess, here at Canterbury. So it's 15 minutes long already that we've been doing a live stream here. Okay, I need to change my hand. Okay, because my strong hand is my left hand and my weak hand is my right hand. So therefore, I have to switch my hand holding the phone and the hand that is holding the hose in watering the garden, watering our plants. So we have to water these layered branches to make sure that the moist inside is sustained, and we can make sure that we will have more surviving air layered branches, and we can minimize the mortality of our air layered calamansi tree. To tell you quite frankly, YouTube friends, if we can have these 10 limoncillo tree branches to survive until the time, like by December or early January, that we're going to remove from its mother plant and replanted to its permanent location, like these 3 pots in here in a row, then we will have more limoncillo trees, and I think I can start selling with like, I don't know, to my phone, like it's right now the temperature is so hot, so I have to get inside and thing down in a bit. Okay, this is actually how to say that, very intimidating and disturbing, because I cannot continue working while doing a live stream in our garden, because we have to cool down the phone and then continue working on. So likely I will start uploading videos, perhaps. I'll start uploading videos, not doing live stream. But still, I'll have regular skit for live stream, but I need to make sure that I'm also doing I have to fuck, what's going on? Bring the cooler with me behind the phone so that we can cool this fucking phone. Have to cool off this doing live stream. So I cannot put this phone on a tripod because it's burning. And when this phone starts burning, then the live stream suddenly shut down and disappear. And the phone turns to black. I mean the screen. Like, yeah, it's pretty annoying, intimidating and disturbing. But well, we don't have other choice. We don't have other equipments to use for live streaming here in the garden. So probably I'm thinking next month or early next year I'm going to get another phone, but I need to ask for the staff whether the phone won't turn into hot temperature whenever I do live streaming. So I have to make sure that one. And that will be the phone that we're going to use here doing live stream. But at the moment we don't have other choice but to use this gadget here. Yeah, I just replanted these 3 taro plants here. This one, that one, and the other one at the other end. But in the middle, I haven't checked. I think there are tubers that we can get, but there are still tubers that we took from these 3 plants here. And we're going to make a stew, a delicious and nutritious stew. It might be today or tomorrow, so we'll see that. And these replanted taro plants, I think in a few months, these are going to produce a lot of tubers as well. Okay, I know it will be really hot today, so that's why I have to water our plants and make them be ready and prepare to experience beautiful sunshine today. I think we have lots of new batch of flowers now. And then we have, this lemon cedar tree, was not out of fruit for the entire year. So the whole entire year, this particular plant is producing massive number of fruits. And perhaps the more we have lemon cedar tree here, then we can have more lemon cedar fruits. Right now, not that much, but we keep sharing it with friends. But the time will come that we're going to start selling lemon cedar fruit here. But probably we're going to sell lemon cedar trees as well. So I'm thinking of continuing this practice, the marketing, early yearing. But now we're running out of good branches to be early yeared. I think these second batch we have 10 branches. I think these are the 10 remaining good branches. There might be a few that we can consider, but I'm not quite sure about the survival chances or percentage of it. But well, if the time comes that we're going to decide that we'll be selling lemon cedar trees, then we're going to continue doing what we have started, the early yearing of lemon cedar branches. And I think maybe a year or two, these newly planted here, a year or two, then we can produce or we can start doing early yearing here as well. Okay. Not easy, nah. Why YouTube friends? Because I have this cooler to cool down the temperature of our phone. So we place this one here at the back of the phone, while my other hand is also holding the hose, watering our garden. So it's no easy feat here. a lot of slips in this row that did not survive, so I think we will replace them either now or tomorrow. So we still have lots of reserve sweet potato slips right there inside the chicken, the garden enclosure, and we'll have this replaced maybe around today. My wife and I is planning to see a doctor to check on my injured foot due to motor accident last year, because it's getting painful again. The part where the bone was fractured, so I'm not sure what's in there inside, what's happening, why it's like that, why it's painful, especially if I step on stairs going down and up, catching up my class schedules at school. So not easy situation here, but well, that is not the reason for us to like get weary and discouraged and give up. So I think we're done here, YouTube friends. So we're going to move to another place. And perhaps if my wife and I can come back home early before evening, if there's still sunshine or it's not dark yet, then we will be back this early or late in the afternoon today, and we'll have another live stream as well, because my phone is running out of battery, and perhaps I have to like rinse my clothes that I'm wearing for work, and because tomorrow is Sunday, we don't have other day to wash our clothes and prepare ourselves and our school stuff. Okay, so we need to change the hose to be open. We have to close this one, and we have to open this ear here. Now the water starts running, and there is actually, we are directly under the sunlight. So I don't know if it's good for our phone. Even if we're hiding like under the shade, the phone's still turning hot. Okay. I think I have to add more soil in here, and I think this soil here that are scattering on the pavement here, on the cemented floor, we're going to collect it together and we'll put that one back here. This durian tree doesn't look good, so I have to buy fertilizer and chemical for this to look good. And we'll be adding more trees inside this house. And as you can see, lots of banana trunks there that right now you can't find it anymore because they stumbled down on the ground due to storms and wind. We didn't plan of replacing them back because we're going to replace it with durian trees inside the house, and we're considering planting more bananas outside because we're also renting that parcel of land. But inside this house, we're going to focus more on the durian trees. We have 4 already that are surviving, Actually, originally we planted 10 and only 4 that survived. The other 6 succumbed to the shade of the bananas and, of course, lack of care and support from me as a farmer gardener. So I think right now we started giving quality time, and we'll include this one in our priorities that we can take care of our durian trees and the new coming plants that we're going to plant here. In addition to the number of durian trees that we have already here standing and surviving, but not looks healthy, but at least still alive. And I'm still busy with schoolwork, so it's pretty tough. So we're watering this one, orchids, and they look dying. I don't know if these orchids here can still survive. This is my remembrance of my working years in the university back in 2011 up to 2016. Okay, YouTube friends. Yeah, we're watering the other platform, way higher than this platform. It's more elevated above the ground. We need to maintain the moisture inside the pots. Yeah. We have to avoid the soil to turn into soggy because it's really hard to maintain after that. So before it happens, then we have this prevention care and preventive methods, strategies to avoid that mishap. Okay, thank you for the shade, clouds. I need that. The sun start roasting me here, and it's not good. I didn't take my bath yet. I think after here in the garden, once a time that I'll be charging the phone, so I have time to go back to bed because of forex activity last night and those bastard poker tournaments. That well, I was in the money. In the tournament in the money, but not that much, and not to my expectation. I was expecting more, but I was busted. My rank was 72, 74 out of more than 1,000 players, but there were only 150 places paid, so only 150 places that you're going to get money. And okay, so thank you for watching. So I'll see you back this late in the afternoon once the breeze starts coming in and it cools down the environment around here, and it helps our phone not to turn hot faster. So thank you for tuning in and for stopping by and watching our live stream. So I'm glad to have you on board, and I'll see you once again later today or maybe tomorrow. Bye.